Meteorologist Jamie Singleton, one of several updates that we're providing you here from Cable 12, my weather office here, and Marcus Taylor sending me some pictures out of Pulaski County. Marcus, I'll get to those in just a second. Appreciate you. I know you're getting a bad storm coming into your area. We've got a serious situation out there, folks. Now in Franklin County, we've got a severe thunderstorm warning that's in effect for northwestern Franklin County, and now we've got a stronger storm that is finally starting to push a little bit farther in the Henry County over the Figsboro area that's coming out of the southern Franklin County area south of Sidnersville. I was worried about these two cells merging. You can see them. Let me pop them up for you here on the computer. Here we go. And you've got the one still over the Cahays Mountain area, and then you've got the southern storm here that's over southern Franklin County. A lot of lightning with that. That's also developed into more of a cluster here north of Danville into southern Pennsylvania County. We may see a new severe thunderstorm warning go up for Southside here anytime. Lots of heavy rain. We've had reports of hail, pea-sized hail up to 0.7-inch hail all the way up to 1-inch hail in the West Virginia, quarter-sized hail near Ripplemead. And Marcus Taylor shows us that it's a scene that's showing you probably a good shelf cloud coming out of Giles County. Giles has been hit very hard, and here's that second line of storms. Look at this. It extends all the way down from McDowell County, West Virginia, Mercer County, Monroe County, up through Covington. The good news is the Allegheny Highlands just has some rain out of this. You got hit earlier today, but these renegade cells are coming off this line, and they do mean business. And I'll get to the photographs in just a second, and we'll get this one up here for you first. This is a look outside the TV station. You can see some of the striations in the cloud, a little bit of a weakening going on there, and a little bit of a rain shaft probably in the distance. That gets confused for tornadoes a lot, but this is out of Redwood looking north at that weakening cell that's coming across the area. Still formidable in that it's producing some locally heavy rainfall. What I don't like to see are the workers out there in the bucket trucks when a storm's approaching. You're putting yourself in danger by doing that. Hopefully they've got a way to receive warnings and they're right outside. Oh, that just frustrated me just now, but hopefully they have some common sense. Okay, I know they do hard work anyway. We'll zoom you into the NRV right now and let me get you brought up here to speed with what's going on. This is, again, the Franklin County area. You've got kind of a weaker storm there near Windy Gap. Looks like just to the west of Rocky Mount. I'm no longer too concerned about these merging. Looks like these storms here across southern Franklin County, 220, and then to the east are going to remain in that general area. That is not good news, though, for Gretna, Chatham, and Danville. Could be a very rocky next 30 to 45 minutes for you. This warning here in northwest Franklin County that you see there, the yellow polygon, that's probably going to expire pretty soon. And then as you make your way past the radar site, this is the mean looking storm there coming out of Pembroke and Harrisburg. And again, it's like the second or third time today that you've been hit with a storm of this magnitude. We can show you the 3 dimensions to this, and look at that hail core that extends all the way up into this thing. That is amazing to look at there, and you tilt it there 3D. No wonder you're getting such an impressive cloud there, Marcus, there in the Fairlawn Pulaski area. In fact, while we look at that, I'm going to try to pull up his, I think he was trying to call me just a second ago. I'm going to try to pull up a picture or video and see if we can't get some imagery out of that area, because that is a very bad storm. We've got a new severe thunderstorm warning that's in effect for Radford, Floyd there as well. This is for Roanoke. Marcus just sent a photo. There we go. Let me pull it over. So that was what you just saw, and this is what he's seeing there. You've got striations in these clouds. So yeah, you've got some broad rotation here, because if you think of saltwater taffy, when you wind it up, you see that one striation right there at the bottom. You've got another one here, so certainly some broad rotation with this thing as it comes on out of Pulaski County and enters his area there from the north. Looks like it could be little bit of what this could be. It's just the gust front or the shelf cloud coming out, but there's also some striation there aloft. So yeah, you've got some some heavy activity, and that's certainly a dangerous storm to be sure. There in the Fairlawn area, as you see it right there on your screen, that is what he is looking at. Now what I'm going to do is flatten it again here, and we're going to get a better view of what's going on. And again, this is the storm that we're looking at. This is the new severe thunderstorm warning, which is in effect until 4:45. That's the old one. Let's see if I can get the new one up here. Don't see a new one with that. Maybe just slow getting in on this, but that storm means business. Let me go here to GR Earth. There it is. You've got hail reported between a ½ inch and an inch. And there's the new warning right there that includes Radford, Blacksburg, Dublin. Let me read you the text of this warning. That's until 5:15, and this storm continues racing off to the south and to the east. It's for southwestern Roanoke County, eastern Pulaski, southeastern Giles County, southwestern Craig County, Radford, and northwestern Floyd County, Montgomery County until 5:15. The storm's located from near Kyer to Pembroke, the White Gate, moving southeast at 50 miles per hour, 60-mile-per-hour winds, and half-dollar sized hail. That's something you don't want to be taking pictures of too many more minutes or seconds out there, because this is going to come in a big hurry here across Pennsylvania County and Radford and Dublin, Fairlawn, Blacksburg, Christiansburg, Merrimack, even down to Shawsville. Once again, this is going to be a repeated storm. It's going to come right down 460 and right down Route 100, I believe that is, going into the NRV area. So that's a very dangerous storm. See if I'm showing any rotation. A little bit of rotation with it. Max estimated hail size over the past hour. Look at the track of hail here, showing up to an inch in hail over the past hour. You can follow that hail swath going right down through. So this is a storm that's probably got a lot of hail. You may notice a bluish tint to the sky, almost matching the color there on the map from this storm as it comes across the NRV, comes out of the mountains, and it just shatters that myth that severe storms, avoid the mountains, because that is not at all the case. They can certainly happen in conditions like this. So you can see the rotational tracks. That's the max hail track there. I'm looking at other parameters here, looking at that strong leading edge. You go from almost seeing hardly any activity at all on radar, and then you get right up to the county line, and the radar is going to be behind by 1 or 2 minutes, and then you just get slammed with hail. So if you're coming out of Blacksburg and Montgomery County, north on 460, I would turn around and head back to Blacksburg, or pull over and just get into a shelter if you can, because this is a lot of hail that's got to come down to the ground at some point, and that's going to mean business out there when it does. Show you the radar here. I don't think I need Charleston anymore on my high res, but I'll go to Blacksburg here, and it's a little fuzzy, but check out all the lightning that's occurring with this, and I might be able to clean this up a little bit. Let me do that for you first. It's just now slamming Radford on the north edge. You got a lightning strike right there, and it's about to hit Blacksburg and Merrimack. If you weren't hit in Blacksburg by the first storm, the second one's going to get you here, it looks like. I'm going to change my color table up just a touch, clear it up a little bit for you here. I doesn't want that one. That one kind of gives you more of a, there we go. That's a little clearer. Still, though, you sell that purple there from Parrott. Looking at the obs here, I've got a gust of 12 there at Kentland Farms. It's just moved through Eggleston. Lots and lots of wind and rain with this. zooming back out, we've got just moderate rain with some thunder and lightning. These are non-severe storms back here. That's the good news. Usually the apex is the hardest hit part. Jason Holmes reporting pea-sized hail, 116 area, the Blue Ridge Parkway. That's be about right there with this system, with that one right there. Now, the storm in Rocky Mount now has suddenly got itself together just as quickly as I almost gave the all clear for Rocky Mount. We've got a bit of a hook here, and let me look at the velocity data. We've got a little bit of listening to some of a little bit of rotation here in Franklin County. So stay with me. Stay with me. Let me get my track on here. You got that straight line wind coming out with that hail right there coming into Blacksburg and the NRV. We talked about that. Expect 1-inch hail and expect your cars to get dented up. This is going to put down some trees as well. Now, this storm in Rocky Mount's going to hit my house pretty hard near Burnt Chimney. Lots of lightning here. It'll be near the TV station. We're at that cursor right there, Kevin. So we're going to get hit hard here in a little bit. We'll try to stay on the air as we can. I'm going to do a cross section first of the storm. This is in Franklin County, nearing the Rocky Mount area. Rocky Mount, take cover, get away from windows. You've got what we call that that zone, that bounded weak ecoregion, where the inflow is so intense that it will create this area up underneath it, almost like a cave. And that's when you start to see things go a little bit crazy. Kevin almost lost the camera there. It's coming on. It's coming on in. You got to admire the boy's spirit, though. He studied some meteorology at Tech. He knows how these things can be. But this is your bounded weak ecoregion right there, and that red extends way up into the sky there. So there's your normal view. This is where we are in Redwood. Tree down on Grassy Hill. Thank you very much. Callaway Road. We've also got trees down. Not surprising with this. So even without rotation, yeah, we mentioned these things are going to have the potential to take down trees and knock out power. I haven't checked AEP's power yet, but we may take some power hits here very soon. I know some of our stuff's on backup. If you're watching me on Instagram, you'll still be able to see me, but I don't know how much of our cable 12 stuff with the cable company here will be able to withstand this, but that is certainly a nasty looking storm. Now let's get out of this, and I want to show you, I want to track this, so let me go back. And we're going to put down another storm marker, place marker here. And we're going to put it there. This thing got strong in a quick hurry. Storm relative velocity. I don't like that I'm seeing that red pop up there. I'll put that back into motion. Looks like there is a boundary that came across out of the first storm out of Boone's Mill. You see it there, and then it intersected with that boundary. So the storms didn't collide, but their boundaries did. And there's a bit of a couplet here in Rocky Mount. So we're going to have to watch this very carefully. That's some high wind that's showing up there in the red. And this is in Franklin County, north of Rocky Mount, just to the west of 220. That's wind that's around 40 miles per hour there in Franklin County. So once it hits the ground, it can accelerate out up or, even higher than that. You've also got some potential side lobe contamination if there's some hail in this. I'm going to look and see. Yeah, there's definitely some hail. It looks like north of Rocky Mount as well. Looks like that's occurring right near Rocky Mount Elementary School, near my mom's house there on Menard Road, Franklin Heights area. Could be seeing some very large hail there as well from that storm. And we told you about all the different threats. They're still all on the table. Would not be surprised to see a warning. It's going to be just below criteria. Looking at the rain gauge right now, starting to see the rain trickle in here. We've got a special weather statement out for Franklin County for this particular cell. Let me read it to you. At 4:39, a strong thunderstorm was located Near Wirtz or Boone's Mill, moving southeast at 30, wind gusts to 50 miles per hour. Nickel-sized hail, Rocky Mount, Boone's Mill, Sidnersville, Pinhook, Ferrum, Snow Creek, and Burnt Chimney. I tell you, it's a dangerous looking storm. It continues looking strong for me here as I storm track this. And let's put the storm track on it. It would go right through Union Hall and Pinhook if it continues on this track. Looks like it's going to also come right across Redwood. It's going to come. It's going to come very close to the TV station here, Kevin, within the next few minutes here. Now, we don't want to forget our neighbors to the south. Danville, you need to batten down the hatches big time because this is a huge storm as well. It's coming out of Pittsylvania County, Callens area, Brownsville, Blairs, and it's going to go right across the north side of Danville, looks like in the southern parts of Halifax County. As you make your way back into Floyd County, there's another cell that's popped up suddenly here just north of the radar site around Simpsons. That one looks marginally severe, if not severe, and then you've got this strong line that continues coming in with I'm guessing what is an ominous looking cloud, probably a shelf cloud coming on through. Pea-sized hail in Franklin Heights, not surprising from that. We probably are going to have that here pretty soon at the television station should these storms continue. And again, they're firing pretty much along. I just got a picture from Mom. Of the hail there, so I can show you. There you see the hail that Mom's got there in Rocky Mount. So the high reflectivity is there doing their job. Let's see if I can get back to. Sorry there, folks, out on Instagram. We can now we've got the 11 to 14 mile per hour winds. We get shielded a little bit here, so we'll see if we get anything higher than that. Severe would be 50 mile per hour winds. So keep in mind, if you get a 25 mile per hour gust, it takes twice that much to get it up to severe criteria. This storm accelerated just now off the NRV. Look at that. Came right across Blacksburg. Watch these obs. When they update, you're going to see some tremendous wind here, and you can see the outflow interact there with Floyd County and the Rocky Mount. Folks, you need to be away from windows. You need to take this as you would a tornado warning. This is just as serious. Just because it's not spinning doesn't mean it isn't severe. Hail can shatter windows. The wind can do a number on you out there and take down trees. We've got a new severe thunderstorm warning, which now includes the Redwood area, now includes us in Rocky Mount and at the TV station here. That is until 6 o'clock for the next hour. The storm is over Rocky Mount, moving southeast at 30. Rocky Mount, Callens, Pinhook, Ferrum, Redwood, Burnt Chimney, Smith Mountain Lake, and Sago. Quarter-sized hail and 60 mile per hour winds with that storm. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to jump off here and trying to figure out which way to do this. I was going to get my phone and look at it that way. Let's see. Yeah, we're about to get slammed. So what I'm going to do, stay with me. And this is what we were just looking at, and I believe I'm still live on this, so I'm gonna sign off here and finish this up on the other platform. All right, back live here on Instagram. I think I'm still live. Sorry, I guess you got two simultaneous live shots there. There you see the Rocky Mount storm. There's another one behind you in Rocky Mount, and then a third one coming out of the NRV. Just tremendous here. Look at the line of storms, a parade of storms. One from Danville, southern Pennsylvania County, a severe one nearing Smith Mountain Lake right now. You need to take shelter as well. 1-inch hail reported near Rocky Mount by the public. We've got more heavy storms and rain behind that from northern Floyd County. Almost too many warnings to mention here. Going right through Blacksburg, some tremendous hail and a lot of rain coming out of that area. You can see it bowing out there on the radar. I'll show you the base velocity, and this is never a good sign. Do you see all that blue right there? That is 61 to 65 mile per hour wind in Blacksburg at the moment. So the reporting stations aren't showing it, but the radar is. So we're starting to see, yeah, I got your pics, Mom. Awesome. Of the hail anyway. I haven't got a chance to see the rest of them, but thank you. You can see this blasting on through Blacksburg right there. This is definitely bowing out. And now this bow maintains its strength. It's going to move across the rest of Franklin County. A lot of this atmosphere has been worked over, but this is still holding together in a tight way here. And lots of these, when you get a windstorm like this, it pulls the air from the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere down to the ground. Looking at a report of gusting to 48 miles per hour in Dublin with half-inch hail. 48 mile per hour winds in Dublin. Still haven't got an updated report out of Blacksburg just yet, but definitely saw it there. Let me see what Marcus has here over on the other post here. There's another look at the line, a little bit convoluted here, but you can see the apex there, how this part in Montgomery County ran away. And again, we just got this little part right here in Rocky Mount. There's another one upstream. It may weaken some, and then there's more up here. I feel like this is going to weaken too. I'd hate to see this hold together coming out of Montgomery County. And then you've got more on the north side of Danville City. Danville, you're about to get hit very hard just on the north side there between Chatham and Danville, and more of that continuing all across the New River Valley area at the moment. Microphone. Cable 12 mic? Probably Kevin. I don't know. I've got wind end up. We're at the tripod. This is not storm related. It kind of is. Let's see. Where to put it? See, because this is it. Goes around here. There it is. My waist. Cable 12 viewers, I do apologize. All viewers, I apologize. I worked for big stations and I worked for small stations. You have more fun on a small station. I think it just fell off. I got one microphone for Instagram and another one for Cable 12 and this one for streaming. Okay. You gotta laugh. There's that one that's over us right now. Let me go back out here. Lots of hail reports coming in. There's the one going through Blacksburg right now. Give you more of a 2D view. Now, so this one just dropped the hail. It's heading towards Smith Mountain Lake. And then you've got, go west. This one's a little bit weaker there, northern Floyd County. But I tell you what, Dublin, Bradford, Fairlawn, Christiansburg is just getting hammered right now with this area of storms, and the velocity data is off the charts in terms of 60 to 70 mile per hour winds. This is some dangerous stuff. So from right here, you know, you're looking at easily 40 to 50 mile per hour winds right through this area, and that's heading towards Christiansburg and 460. So that's going to do more damage before it weakens, hopefully weakens. And again, it doesn't need to be rotating to do that type of damage. If we were to look aloft and look up in the sky at some of this stuff, so we've tilted everything here for you. And the radar can't see directly above it, so you do miss part of that, but you can see there over Blacksburg, you're over 20 to 30,000 feet up. Pretty strong stuff. And then it's more stratiform storms out behind it. And then you see this one severe storm that we were just in Franklin County. Look at this thing. That's going up to 30,000 feet or so too. And again, your freezing level's way up in that. So that's why you're getting the hail, because your wind is pushing the super cooled water. You can get water below 32. It just doesn't turn to ice until something acts on it. It's called super cooled water. And then you've got that other tower there to the north. So as I spin this around, you can see we go up into the atmosphere, and you can see these storms are doing a number on us there. I'm getting lots of damage reports here too from around the area. Let me show you that. There is another way to show you what is happening, and that's my velocity data. Let's make sure that's up to date. There we go. Take off the storm track. So if I probe this at 50 to 61 mile per hour winds incoming with this NRV storm. So I might be missing data now. I'm not sure. I still have it over here. I do. So this is now moving through Blacksburg and into Floyd. We've got a new severe thunderstorm warning out for Floyd, Patrick County, and Franklin County. Lots of hail with these. Again, it continues moving through. I will tell you, areas in the clear more than likely are the Allegheny Highlands. You are in the clear. Lynchburg's in the clear. Roanoke's going to get some more rain and storm activity, but I don't think it'll be severe. But Southside, Martinsville, definitely not in the clear. Floyd still under the gun right now. You've got a new severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 5:30. This is moving southeast at 55 miles per hour. It's going to drop some hail. It's going to do some damage. And then the line, now that it kind of, the tail of it goes right back through Tennessee, you're going to start to see more in the way of development out here. That should weaken it some for us with time. But over the next 2 to 3 hours, this is still anyone's ball game through about the next, through 8 o'clock, which was good timing by the Storm Prediction Center to put that out. We'll put this in motion for you one more time. You can see everything, how it kind of moved through the area. What's neat to do is put up the 12-hour rainfall. You can see the stripes of the heaviest rain. You can do the max estimated hail size over the past hour, and you can see the swath of the larger hail as it developed. And we'll let it load here. You can kind of get an idea how it developed through Franklin County. That 1-inch hail there right over Rocky Mount. A few trees down throughout the county, some power outages, I'm sure. And then you've got more of this continuing up the line that's going to affect the Mountain Empire and the northern neck of the NRV. So I think that's all the excitement I can handle on one live broadcast, or several. I'm going to regroup here. I'll cut in if necessary, but just keep in mind I'm going to be putting alerts out for the next several hours for the counties that are going to be next in line. And that's going to include Floyd County, Patrick County, Henry County, probably, I think Bedford's okay now, but Halifax, Charlotte counties into Wytheville, Grayson, Carroll County, Galax, you need to be on the guard too as this line continues to drift on down from the north. Stay safe, everybody. Stay away from windows and be wise as these storms come on in. We're getting confirmed reports of hail of up to 1 inch in most of these storms and winds over 50 miles per hour.